So hi everyone, it's Just again from the Achievement Squad, coming at you with a Chapter 1 collectible guide for Tell Me Why. As a heads up, from this point onwards, there's a minor spoiler warning in effect, but we're going to show you all of the collectible locations for Chapter 1. So we start off with Alyson in her bedroom. We want to make our way over to the bed, and you want to press A on the bed and there's going to be a box underneath it. So take the box out and automatically pick up the first part of collectible number 1, which is one of the goblin statues. So we'll do this automatically as part of the story.
So that's where you've been hiding.
Now once you've progressed a little bit further forward, you'll be playing as Tyler, and you want to look to your left and you're going to see a very similar looking box. On top of that box you're going to find goblin number 2, which is the second part to the first collectible. You want to pick that one up and you want to put it into your pocket. Okay, now you've progressed significantly forward in the game and you'll be underneath a house and you'll just hit your head on the beam that's just in front of me. You want to continue forward down the main pathway in this foundation of the building, and you make your way all the way to the end. Now take a left once you reach the end, but instead of following the main path at the picture here, you want to take a right and go between the two wooden pillars. Keep following it around, and on the floor you're going to find collectible number 2. Picking this one up will also bag you an achievement. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is actually a missable achievement. It's not linked to a collectible. You'll progress a bit further on into the game and you'll be by this door just here. And the aim is to solve the puzzle on the door as opposed to kicking the door down to gain access. You'll have picked up a book on the goblins, and the goblins contain lots of mini kind of stories that are the clues to solving this puzzle. So head over to the door and you want to give it a quick examine, and you'll notice that you've got 3 dials. Each dial has a different animal which correlates to one of the stories that is written in the short stories inside the Goblin's book. So your aim here is to figure out what that is. Now you want to start off with the Princess Party. This contains the main clue on how to solve this puzzle and is linked to the presents that the princess is receiving. So the first clue to that puzzle is contained on page number 2, and it's kind of in the last paragraph. And the princess is receiving a gift which is a torch. This torch, when used, is going to light the way and always reveal the truth, which links to one of the animals. The second one that you are going to present she receives is a sword, and the third present that she receives is a bag of coins. The sword is so the princess can protect herself, and the bag of coins is so that the princess can look after herself if she's ever in a situation where she needs some support. Now, the aim behind this is that you need to go back through the other smaller stories and identify the behaviors to the different characters. So in this case, the first clue links to the story about the moose and the goblins. So have a quick read of this story to kind of figure it out. But the goblins are up to no good, and they are doing things without people's permission, and not always being transparent and honest. And the moose is the creature that challenges the goblins on how they behave and asks them to be honest and truthful with certain things like that they are stealing and kind of thieving from the other animals. So this confirms that the first dial is the moose animal on the door. So once you've finished reading that and you kind of made head or tail the little story, we want to move on to the next book. So the next book in the puzzle is the Princess and the Bear. So you want to find that one from the index. You can push X to jump back, and then if you push the down button, you'll get this little pop-up display on the screen. And you want to read through this one because it explains that the bear is particularly interested, has some form of attraction towards to the princess, is doing everything that he can to protect her from things like wolves and other potential threats that could harm the princess. So he's very focused on looking after the princess, keeping her happy, keeping her safe, and his goal is always to protect her. So this helps us to conclude that the bear is the second animal on the door. And then the last mini story that we need to read is The Pelican Forgives the Goblins. So the correlation between that and the bag of coins, the pelican is a charitable creature. So the goblins eat a lot of the pelican's food, but the pelican doesn't get angry, but asks the pelican asks the goblins to do something nice in return for him. So the pelican is always looking out for other individuals to make sure that they are being treated equal and fair, and everything is kind of nice and balanced. In this case, the pelican is the one that gives the coins to the princess. So if the princess was ever to find herself being hungry or without clothes or requiring to purchase something, then that is covered. The pelican has got the princess's back. So that confirms that the pelican is the dial number 3. So first dial, we need to set that to the moose. So spin that around until you've got the moose at the top. The second one is the bear, so just turn it once. And then the last one is the pelican, so you want to turn it around until the bird is all the way at the top. Once you've got all 3 of them in the right place, you'll bag yourself the achievement for unlocking the door. And you will now be able to go into this room. Okay, and so once you have access to that room, we're going to grab collectible number 3. So I'm outside, and this playthrough actually kicked the door down as opposed to actually solving the puzzle. But the collectible number 3 is directly in this room, so you want to head on in. And as you get into the room, right to the right hand side of the bed, you're going to find on the floor the third collectible of the game. So bend down and pick that one up, put your face in the drawer at the same time in the process. And then we're going to go for collectible number 4. So this has got some significant game progression, and the door at the back of the shop is going to be open. You want to make your way into the office at the back, and you'll go over to the cupboard in the corner just here. You want to open that one up, and then on the inside you'll see the pelican collectible on the right hand side. You want to pick this one up for collectible number 4.
What's this doing here?
And for the last collectible of this chapter, you'll be in the police station, and you'll just pick yourself up a coffee. From here you want to turn around from the coffee machine, and you want to follow it around. This is just after watching some memories. You'll be in an office which looks like a bit of an interview room. Make your way to the far back right hand corner, and right down in the dark you'll find the collectible on the floor. This is collectible number 5. I've been Jessica from the Achievement Squad. If you find this guide useful, drop us a like, comment and subscribe, and happy hunting.